Morning. So after the obligatory technical difficulties, the moment I log in, we are up and running.
Godspeed.
So in last we were inching our way through this totally not sketchy secret door. Okay, just look. Ooh. Done. Some traps over there.
Let us press on.
Got some pressure plates over here. Looks like.
We march ahead.
Doing live.
I hope you appreciate this.
I'm surprised we actually made that.
I am helpful, am I not?
So let's quick save it here.
What's on your mind?
Let's get the creepy girl to come over here. Let's see if there's a... That was... Alright. Just quick save that. Good morning, Mikey. So, didn't get a good angle on it, but I'm willing to bet that's going to be one of these scenarios.
Sorry.
Yeah, that looks correct. These two look correct. This one looks messed up. So I need this. Turn this to. Wait a sec. Okay, so that one's correct. I'm gonna Google this. I don't have the time to be fooling around with this. Then we should rotate the camera so it's facing north. Okay, just give me a sec. I gotta get my camera facing north. So that's north. So the southwest, northwest, center. I'm facing north, right? That's north. Because this doesn't make any sense. There is no east camera, so I think they screwed this up. It should be this. That's okay. Because there's no east circle. Unless they're talking about these. So, button position, okay, so southwest. So we'll start.
You require my counsel. Why?
Southwest. Center. Northwest. There we go. You're good with riddles, but that isn't going to help you.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Oh man, amazing. Just right in there with the sneak attacks, huh? He just ran right past the guy in the middle.
I'll cut you wide open.
Plus,
Begone, fiend! You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Retreat is not an option.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I don't know if I can get to her. That helps
I
them.
dedicate my body to science.
That's kind of funny, actually. I can't rotate the camera, and then it's fighting back. They're stuck in the way.
The spirits demand your blood.
At least the
Fall!
haste didn't run out when
You won't survive me.
the
Kneel before me.
our little caster got herself knocked out.
Do not hold back.
Look to the entrails.
The world has suffered enough.
Sure has. Alright. I'll take that as a victory. That could have gone a lot worse than it did. Right. She can also use these until she's slowly healed. I keep forgetting that these even exist. So call that a victory. I'm sorry if everybody's disappointed if I just used the solver to get through this, but honestly, wouldn't you just rather watch me solve the puzzle? Rather than, because like things like this I find incredibly galling because there's no way to figure it out except by trial and error. Because it's just these and this button never gets used, so it's just this twice, this twice, and this twice, and that's it.
Godspeed.
Pick the lock.
I hope you appreciate this.
Evil Outsider Bane's Spear, two-handed. Alright. What are the odds that this thing is also not the real banner? Okay, is this where we just came in? Oh, I guess so. Oh. Okay. My bad. Sword of Valor, an ancient relic, the banner of Yamade, once carried into battle after being raised in the visible public place of Sword of Valor, regained divine powers and part of the instrument. Who's making that noise?
Endure this! This one's mine!
I was hoping to get a shot off. That's lame.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
Strike as one.
You are today's sacrifice.
Make every strike count. Press the attack. I will bring down the divine wrath.
You're irrelevant.
Attack!
Go for their heart.
Pretty frustrating. Anyway, does Sword of Valor, what does that count as? Like a just thing. Okay. Here. And they just stacked up all the negative levels, huh? Also appears they don't want to show me down this hallway.
Can't hide from me.
Well, I am helpful, am I not?
Found tooth marks on the broken bones of unknown prisoners.
must press on.
It's looking all right. Looks like we walked off some nags anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
We march ahead.
To the wall. All right. Looks like I didn't miss anything. The legendary banner of the Crusade is right in front of you. A drop of blood falls onto it from where? The wound on your chest must reopen and is now bleeding again. Statue on me, use holy banner to brush away the scar drop. When you freeze abruptly, all of a sudden you are aware of your own powers. You're no longer a grain of sand resisting the countless armies of the abyss. You are something greater. Like Yamade once rejected her humanity to ascend and gain divinity, you are ready to take the first steps to the path to gaining power. But what will your power look like? Choosing the mythic path. You need to choose which mythic path you're going to follow. This choice will greatly affect the following events. However, no matter what your reasons for choosing on the paths are, be it powers or aesthetic preferences, remember there are no wrong choices. Angels, a mighty champion of good, who sets a shining example for the Crusaders, smiting demons with a sword of holy flame. Those who fight alongside an angel can be certain that will be protected, healed, even resurrected if the event of their untimely demise. So, Spirit Paladin, Flame of Life, Blinding Light, Piercing Rays. Sure, why not? Fits in with the select it on its might. I have a choice in the matter. I'm getting game. What's this do? Take always a chance. There we go. Mythic Spellbook. At 3rd rank, an angel receives the ability to cast mythic spells. Okay. Seems good. When your chest closely drops blood spilled and sort of valor bursts into transparent flames. We will fire rushes from the blood and across the entire banner, transforming it and embellishing it with new colors. Power descend upon you, suffusing your mortal body, remaking it in its image. You fills your body up to the brim, breaking bones and tearing muscles while at the same time healing them. You raise your head, acutely aware that the bright light of heaven will be at your back from now until eternity.
Light is perfect for fighting demons, isn't it?
One of those gates piercing the eternity of your mind.
This is just how I imagined the crusade would be. I'd enlist again right now if I could.
You give all of us hope, right when many are already despairing. You are truly a messenger of heaven.
What an interesting turn of events. Such intriguing power. Boy, if you should suddenly expire, I would be happy to dissect your remains.
There's no time to linger. We can reflect on minutes later. Now it's time to act.
This creature's about to die. Shouldn't you? Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I saw.
You see, Suture? Shouldn't has no place here. I've waited for a very long time, but now the hour has come to turn my ideas into reality. I still have things to do in Canopus, but you must leave. Go to the old laboratory. I have a special task for you.
The laboratory? I hate that foul place, but I dare not disobey you, my lady.
Forgive me this little masquerade.
Yaniel says in a different voice, one that sounds vaguely familiar. Suddenly the illusion vanishes.
I am Arilu Vorlesh, also known as the Architect of the World Wound.
There's something different about the stranger's appearance. It's like seeing only half of a painting or looking at her with one eye closed. Her silk dress and expensive jewelry are at odds with the set of unfamiliar tools on her ink-smudged hands.
What are we meant to discuss with one of the key figures in our enemy's army, I wonder?
Oh, Lady Arilu. I, Nenio, am your most devoted admirer. Your research is an invaluable contribution to the development of science on Galarion, and this experiment with a world wound is simply groundbreaking. May I please have your autograph?
One look from Arilu and Nenio falls silent.
You handled the power of the Sword of Valor well. Such artifacts are almost like living creatures, and they react to their own kind, shall we say. The Sword of Valor once belonged to a mere mortal who became a goddess. It seems to see something kindred in you. Touching you has left the sword irreversibly changed. Now it is your banner, not Iomede's. Although perhaps it will still stop the demons from teleporting to the city as before.
What happened to Yaniel?
The Yaniel you freed from the dungeon was merely a mask. Sometimes I like to wear the guise of my fallen enemies, to study them from the inside. The real Yaniel has been gone for a long time, but unfortunately for her, not permanently. Her lot is far more frightening than the one I showed you. Perhaps you will learn the truth one day, but for now, it isn't necessary.
You visited me twice under another guise here and in Canavers at the celebration.
Would you speak to me if I came to you in my true form? Well, this will never happen again. I no longer need to hide my face.
Already helped me twice in Canavers when we fell into the caves, and here putting the weight of the Sword of Valor. Why would a half-demon Discari's favorite ever do such a thing?
I'm creating something. Building. Studying how the land lies. Laying the foundation. I am called the Architect for a reason.
You don't deserve the name. Architects are creators. They build things. What have you created? A hole between the worlds? A wasteland in place of a flourishing country? Millions of deaths. You are no architect. You are nothing but a vandal.
I create... how shall I explain it to you? Events. Phenomena. Concepts. My building site is the entire multiverse. You wouldn't call an architect a vandal just because he started by digging some foundations, would you? Now be silent. I'm not talking to you. I'm not asking you to trust me. That would be unforgivably stupid. But I suggest, just suggest, that you search, analyze, think. What happened in old Sarkoris? What is the world wound? What is happening to you? Search for your answers. And for now, farewell.
Yet another obstacle.
Oh. Just right into it. What's going on? Guys just blowing up over here.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll just wait it out. Nope, nope, stop. The fact that there's no, like, undo button is really, really galling. I would really also like to attack this guy for some reason I cannot. He's unattackable. Yeah.
You won't survive me.
That helps. Yeah, I don't know why I can't attack this guy. Alright.
Retreat is not an option.
I was gonna say, perhaps he doesn't really exist. Nothing on that guy. This guy. Enough.
Our path leads on.
Close ranks.
Endure this!
Kneel before me.
I think this guy's just straight up running for it, or?
We shall overcome.
Alright, good enough. Move her up a little bit.
Make every strike count.
This one's mine.
I'll cut you wide open.
Man, I cannot wait to get like boots of speed or something.
I call upon you.
That's gonna allow me
You
to
should have listened to reason.
move further. Yeah. Perfect.
Press the attack.
Like scrolls, I don't cost anything. Just can't get down there. Get down over here. Looks like not.
I will guide us.
All right. Oh, hold on. Got mythic level ups. Stand. Next. Complete. I just don't know what's going on. Boundless healing. That sounds good. Abundant casting. Exposed vulnerability. What's this doing? Interesting. Critical casting. What is this doing? Alright. Not good enough.
Godspeed.
Okay. That is showing me stuff to pick up.
Save the last one for me.
What?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The spirits demand your blood.
Retreat is not an option.
Mind over muscle.
Begone, fiend!
Do not hold back.
You won't survive me.
You are today's sacrifice!
Kneel before me.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Fall!
Not sure what's going on with this guy, but okay.
Strike as one.
So it's just invisible.
Endure this!
Go for their hearts!
This one's mine!
So that's it. Where's that weapon we just picked up? Firecracker, light mace. Interesting. Kind of like the hook hammer is pretty rad. Try going with these. See if that helps at all. We just climbed all the way up to the top of this tower to get this little thing, I guess. How do we get out to the yard? The door. Jeez. I'm a genius. All right, let's do it. Let's go through the thing.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Press the attack.
Hey, what's going on, Steel?
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Oh, damn.
Make every strike count.
I'll cut you wide open.
Attack!
You're irrelevant. Go.
Retreat is not an option.
Nice.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
The world in crimson.
The end.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yeah. Nothing exciting. Ooh, healing potions are handy. Looks like our boy here, our rage midget, he's having some troubles. Boy here could also use a couple of these. New pot. Okay, so this is theirs.
We must head.
It's an obvious exit. So what's over here? What ho? Boxes of stuff, you say? I don't think we need a Master Dwarven Axe now or ever.
Careful now.
So we need our
I
creepy
hear
girl.
the voice of the spirits. The heartbeat quickens.
Omox the Fowler.
We shall overcome.
Must have brought himself into, what's his, ER10 good. That's interesting. Are we all just befouled right now? What's going on?
You won't survive me.
Kneel before me. Ah!
This pain is excruciating.
Shock.
The spirits demand your blood.
It's
Begone, fiend!
less than ideal. So I'm gonna have to toss a beast here. What weapon is he using? Thought I had.
Do not hold back.
Holy weapon, apparently I was mistaken.
Endure this!
This one's mine. Ah!
Am I at my so this is how it feels?
should have listened to reason.
Okay.
Strike as one.
Make every strike count.
Press the attack! Huh. Ha!
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Mind over muscle.
Attack!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
All right, well,
I stand ready.
such beautiful healing.
Open your heart to me.
That's very troubling. Okay, now, before we do anything else,
What's on your mind? I wonder. I am helpful, am I not?
Our path leads on.
work our way past the nerds. Crooked paw, some thieves tools, that's handy. Longsword, what is that? Longsword +1. Wow. What is this now? More stuff. Alright. Anything else in here? Okay. That's blocked off. It's the door. Okay.
Got this.
Having a heck of a moment just trying to get outside.
Godspeed.
Okay, looks like there's nothing there.
We will prevail.
So I'm gonna just toggle that off for a second because I just wanted to start
Won't survive me.
firing rounds downrange. Up. So I think them come to us.
Endure this.
You're irrelevant.
There we go. That's what we were waiting on. Now we can go to point blank shot again.
Make every strike count.
I can't help but feel I'm just not using her in the most efficient method possible.
Retreat is not an option.
I'd love to know why this guy refuses to advance. There we go. Ow.
You should have listened to reason.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Alright, So
Go for
discover
their
that there is in
hearts!
fact a caster over here.
Kneel before me.
Hold on, just a little more.
It's frustrating.
Mind over muscle.
Not falter.
You won't survive me.
I'll cut you wide open!
Hold on, just a little more.
This one's mine.
Alright, and let's use his abilities. That helps.
We shall overcome.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Endure this.
The spirits demand your blood!
There you go. Look at that other guy though. You don't have anything on him? Guess not. That's unfortunate.
I will lend you my aid.
Probably. Nice. That helps.
Let me help.
First up. Gotta get the heals happening. It's a little bit underwhelming. Sword users would take a beating.
Let us.
Did we step on their toes as well?
Press the attack.
Make every strike count.
You are today's sacrifice!
You're irrelevant.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Do not hold back.
Retreat is not an option.
You guys are bad at your job. What does it say? This room looks a little cleaner than the rest of the forces. It's probably the warden's bedroom. That it?
We march ahead.
Oh, look at this. Dramatic moment. We're in less than ideal shape. Do we have anything that could be confused? Copy that's a spell book anyway. Does he seriously not have burning hands? Right. Orb. Good. Alright. And just so many things she didn't have. That web. Alright. Range, I guess. Person. Okay, cool. Let's do this. E to Z. What we really need. That's invisibility. HI. Alright, so it's gotta be before that. I was hoping I had some scrolls of haste. That was apparently too much to wish for. So let's just do that real fast since nothing seems to have happened yet.
Decide already.
Wow, he's just so angry.
Let's run, sweetie. Let's go. Why are you so slow? They're almost here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't you feel it? He's got that damn rag with him. I can't teleport. He's going to kill us.
If he kills us, then so be it. But this is my city, and I will fight for it to the end. And you, my love, you will be with me to the end.
Sotna grabs the chin of the demon and sinks the nails under her tender skin and pulls her face forward, kissing her lips before pushing her away.
Hello, Minago. Greetings, Mr. Misery Guts. It's us again.
Do I really want to go? Yeah, well, I'm
The side of good? You mean Queen Galfrey's side? I've lost almost everything, but not my self-respect. If tyrants like her are good, then I surely belong in the abyss.
And tell me something. Why do you fight on the side of the demons?
You have the audacity to ask me that? I fight on this side because the other side didn't give me a chance. Yes, I made a terrible mistake, and Dresden fell to the demons. The Queen should have had me hanged. I deserved it. But she found a far worse punishment for me. False mercy. When she spared me that day, she said she wanted to give me a chance to make amends. And I believed her. For 70 years, I've crawled on my knees, shedding my blood for Mendev. Only been spat in the face for it. For 70 years, I watched generations of Crusaders grow old and die, never once changing their tune about staunting the traitor. What else could I give for my mistake? What more punishment could I suffer? How could I ever deserve forgiveness? And one day, I realized there's nothing I can do. The Queen had doomed me to a lifetime of humiliation. And when I grew desperate, I only had two choices. To become my own executioner and carry out the sentence she rescinded that day, or go over to the other side. Put yourself in my place. Imagine yourself in that position. What would you choose?
I see your quick gathering of cowards and traitors here. Even Nura showed up.
You think I'd miss the chance to see Staunton wipe that grin off your smug face? For years, you self-appointed champions of good have treated us like dirt beneath your feet. If the demons will help us get our revenge, then we're with the demons.
Margo, what's that on your face?
That's not your concern, mortal.
The Master has punished her cruelly for her failure in Canabras. As you can see, the leaders of the demons are as patient with their slaves as the Crusaders are with their commanders.
Sweetie, why are you telling him this? What does it matter? What?
Quiet.
Stun's voice holds no emotion whatsoever, except perhaps weariness. The word that fell from his lips barely echoes, but nonetheless, the demon immediately falls silent. Are you tired of fleeing from me, Minago?
You have no idea how tired I am of you, mortal. But never mind. Today, we will finally be done with you. Right, Staunton? Right, sweetie?
Demon's laughter is shrill and unnatural.
You know, I once heard a peasant trying to convince his sick sheep to overcome her constipation and share her impacted torrent of crap with the rest of the world. The sheep was obviously very dear to the peasant, and he cooed and called her lambkin and darling as he described the process in graphic detail, apparently to inspire the beast. Well, listening to that wasn't half as stomach-churning as listening to your filthy demon mouth spewing honeys and sweeties all over the place. Ugh.
Time to decide the fate of Dresden.
No point in which.
Staunton, darling.
Stop whining! Didn't you swear your eternal love to me? Promised we'd rule Dresden together? Now shut your lying mouth and fight! Whatever end fate has in store for me, you will share it! Battle formation.
Nav, air, forma.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Did she seriously just waves to fatigue us? Wow, that's douchebaggery right there. Because I don't think there's a way to fix that.
Kneel before me.
Ha! Go for their hearts!
I don't know what I can do here. What's she got for spells? Oh man. We are up against it right now. Where's Shadow Conjuration Haste?
Go!
Strike as one.
Probably should have seen that coming.
Begone, fiend! You won't survive me.
I refuse to surrender. This one is mine.
I'll cut you wide open!
Turns out we're gonna have to focus Staunton a little harder.
Attack! Endure this!
Staunton's got a lot of hit points.
The end.
How many attacks does she have? Holy crap. Oh man, 1 HP in a dream. Go Regil.
The spirits demand your blood!
shall overcome.
There she is. Stomp is a problem though.
Make every strike count.
I refuse to surrender.
You really did.
Retreat is not an option.
You are today's sacrifice!
Alright, so we're gonna need to deal with this problem at the back here.
Do not hold back.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh man, that's bad.
Forgive me for this failure.
Go for their hearts!
I'll try this a different way. We're gonna come over here and here, take a break because we are messed right up. And one thing I will need to do. That Krennic is a funny guy, although I'm not sure we can trust a strange cave lizard. Oh wait. But Syrian, what I suppose now you expect me to laugh and applaud? That's what I figured they were trying to say. I suppose we gotta raise dead, did we? Amongst our many findings. A restoration. I don't know what to do about waves of exhaustion though. That's there's no real counter to that. Alright, so what we can do.
Oh, yes, what?
Let's see if we can do this. What are those blur scrolls? Yeah, there is no mass restoration though, that's the problem. So we gotta get ourselves buffed up here.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes. Let me help.
I think he's got... Okay, summon a small air elemental. That seems rad. Probably need to think about that for a second. Plus.
Anything new?
Don't know what we've got going on for additional buffs. Oh, wait a minute, one of you guys has got two seeing, right? Cool. Okay,
You are my favorite aide.
okay, I'm gonna use blur. Angel. And then she can use it on going over here. And then do a quick F5 so we don't have to go through that nonsense all over again.
Let's run, sweetie. Let's go.
All right, we've done this whole thing.
Hello, Minago. Greetings, Mr. Misery Guts. It's us again.
Yeah, something. Why? Okay, yeah. Yep. Yep.
You know, I once...
Put on your face.
The mask.
Sweetie.
Quiet.
You think I'd miss the for years, you self-appointed.
Right.
Staunton.
Stop whining!
We won't fall here. I swear it.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Dear Lord, that's brutal. That did not get rid of his exhaustion. That's terrible.
Retreat is not an option.
Need her to stop. Better. So far, nobody's really messed up all that badly.
Do not hold back. Contemplate on your mistakes.
You won't survive me.
Ah, divine power, that's what she did.
Just a little more.
Ew, Lord in heaven. Don't have a lot of stop. It's just absolutely a crisis. Okay, so
I'll cut you wide open.
Strike as one.
nice.
You stubborn ass! You want to die for a heap of rocks? Go ahead. I'm not staying here.
No, my dear. You are. You will either fight to the bitter end, or I'll break your delicate little neck myself with these very hands.
Are you threatening me, my mortal toy? Me? And with what? With the power I gave you. You ungrateful beast! Give me back what's mine! Take him, he's yours, and Dresden too! I don't care about this fortress, or this half-wit.
Minago stretches out her hand. A crimson fork flies out of Minago's eyes and plants itself in her palm. Staunton freezes stunned. He's silently moving his lips, which he turned gray in a flash, like a fish out of water.
Oh, I grow so tired of you mortals. Your humdrum little passions, your constant squabbling, your incessant accusations and excuses. You treat each other like dirt. Push weaklings like these two into our arms. And then you have the audacity to accuse us. Come on, punish your traitors. I've seen this show countless times.
Did you decide to
You're a
escape?
clever one. Take your filthy rag. Take your befouled ruins. You can make soup out of this moron for all I care. I've had enough war. We Lily two were created for tenderness and love. Stay away from me with your swords and shields.
So this is to be my fate. I've been betrayed by people and demons alike. Now my life really is worth nothing. But that doesn't mean you won't pay for it dearly. Come on, you scumbag! Kill me if you can! I don't care anymore!
If this insanity later on your weapons down and come back to us legitimately. Alright, we'll do the good thing.
You really do believe that, don't you? You really think that you can still change something? Somehow bring a cursed soul back to the light? I wish I could believe like you do, hope like you, but I know too well there is no hope. I've been dead for a long time. As a matter of fact, the torment of the last few years, I might as well have spent them in the abyss. The only thing you can do for me is finish me off. Let's get this over with. To arms.
Close ranks.
Wait, I thought she was dead.
Endure this.
This one's mine.
One?
I shall not falter.
What the hell?
The spirits demand your blood.
Okay, you
Make
gotta
every
go.
strike count.
Press the attack.
I literally don't understand why.
You are today's sacrifice.
Okay.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Finally. Why don't we get off this nerd? Inspired wisdom? Well, good enough. I think he's already got one, right? Yeah. Positive channeling, whatever. What else did we pick up? Protection. Oh, rare protection. There you go. This isn't rare protection either. There you go. Dexterity and Constitution. That instead. This is what, strength and dexterity? Some. Also, cloak resistance. I think everybody's got a cloak resistance at this point, though. Looking at the wrong side here. Yeah, everybody's got that. Okay. Alright, what was that armor? Carapace. Whenever an enemy lands a melee hit in the way of this +2 mythical full plate mail, the attacker has to pass reflex saving throws over D3 points of strength damage. Pass the saving throw, they take piercing damage instead. That sounds like something. Like this, the adamantine full plate he's using is pretty rad. Yeah, it's damage reduction 3. Is he using? It seems like it's a better bet. Let's use that instead. Bashing up Lion's Heart. Okay, what's that weapon we just picked up? Let's highlight this. Soul Sure, okay, so Basher Staunton advanced Warhammer was a weapon of honor and repute amongst the Crusaders. When the keeper of the Sword of Valor rejected his duties as a paladin, became a double agent. He single-handedly forged the hammer into his glaive. Soul Sure, a weapon admired by the worshippers of Baphomet. Mr. Smog himself tempered the new blade with the grimmest and most sinister enchantments, and no Crusader would ever dare to reclaim this disgraced weapon. Seven cannot be wielded by lawful good characters, but fortunately, our boy here is not lawful good. So, okay. I think that was everything. Is she still here? Okay, hold on.
My will is resolute.
We're gonna have to pop a few heals on some guys. What? Let's cure mass. Oh, my bad. Those two. Crap. What's this? Spell magic. Alright, this is terrible, but live with it for now. Breathing heavily, Nero stands up and her wipes her bloody hands on her clothes. Well, what are you waiting for? You scum. Come on, finish me off. Kill me like you killed Staunton. and we're glad you defeated the villains. Just make sure you don't wonder whose fault it was that he and I were on the demon's sides. Thoughts like that could cause you to lose your appetite. Another tearful performance. Everyone is guilty but me. I've lost count of how many of you innocents I've sent to the chopping block. They should be executed just for denying their responsibility, never mind all their other crimes. Why did you betray me, Nira? I want to know the truth. You want to know the truth? Her face cringes painfully. Here's the truth. I hate all of you. If I'd been here the day Aurelia Vorlish opened the room to me, the biz would have gladly handed her the ingredients for the ritual. I put the pheromone-soaked cloth in your pocket. I wanted those hellbugs to eat your smug face. I was the one who set the tents on fire that night. I told the gargoyles who to grab. Every day I was your army. I did all I could to hurt you. Oh, the things I would gladly do to you. And it would be but 1,000th of what you deserve. She had to face in her hands. When I was 8, I was auctioned off like livestock, and then they used to stick it to train me to obey. Did the Paladins of Mended help? Of course not. Even when we passed through the Mendivian city, none of the warriors of good lifted a finger to set me free. Slavers aren't demons after all. Nora looks up and stares at you with eyes red with tears. The first time I came to the wound, I wasn't seeking adventure. My owner dragged me here on a leash. Think the demons bribed me? I was happy to betray him, without a shadow of a doubt, expecting nothing in return. I poured a sleeping potion into their soup pot, opened the gate, and waited for the demons to come in and tear them to pieces, and me along with them. I didn't care, but the demons saw the real me. They made me a cultist. They offered me a chance for revenge. What do you do if, I'll not kill you here. You'll be locked up and I'll think about what to do with you. I was afraid you were going to order us to finish her off. I think Nira as of my friend, and I believe there's still some hope for her, but it's important not to let her go back to the demons who poisoned her soul. Killing someone who is so angry and exhausted is too cruel. Do whatever you want. You can't escape the demons. Your head will be on Baphomet's altar tomorrow, if not today. There we go.
Godspeed.
Just busted up. The exhaustion is what's really crippling. Because there's no way to fix it that I can see. Restoration doesn't get rid of it. So we're gonna have to do it again the hard way. Many aristocrats possess an unfounded pride in themselves, but you're not even an aristocrat, just the illegitimate daughter of one. How do you explain your pridefulness? What is it you call pridefulness, Hell Knight? A sense of one's own dignity? Alright. That's better. You know, if everybody is busted up. Okay.
Let's press on.
So then. On. I'm straight up confused now. So this is where we just came from. Let's have a look at this map. This is actually, okay, I thought for a hot minute that this was going to let us outside, but it's actually not, because we're upstairs. And there's no way down from here, it's just a balcony. So I guess we're going to the Citadel's main floor.
The commander of the Crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Dresden and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner he has won with such a valiant effort?
Yay, I got an achievement. You're acclaimed a formidable Crusade relic and chose your mythic path. You're very slowly loading to whatever this is happening.
Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you. So do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations.
Oh, this is interesting. You have an item scimitar when in your inventory, which is significantly better than the Warhammer of Obstinacy Michikant has equipped. Don't forget to equip more powerful items as you find your characters.
Every death is an irretrievable loss, but considering the scale of our forces, the losses among our troops are tolerable. Morale is high among the Crusade forces that were entrusted to you. You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise. I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. But now, I think this reward is insufficient. So please, accept one more gift. From me personally.
The Queen Officer of the Mountains, a single waiting squire who passes a neatly full cloak and lavish embroidery. With these words, Godfrey slides a ring from their figure and lays it atop the cloak. Thank you, my queen. Are you betrothed now?
By no means. I merely thought a cloak would be a meager reward, but I did not have time to arrange for another gift. Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything ever seen before.
That's true.
Something has changed in you. The warriors of heaven used to come to aid us in our holy war, and even the hand of the Inheritor, our Yomede's herald, once set foot on the land of Mendev. I accepted a blessing from him. I fought shoulder to shoulder with other angels. But this is the first time I've ever seen the might of heaven in a mortal. I am in awe of your transformation.
Galfrey's face looks slightly flushed. Yeah, you should be odd.
There. I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart?
Do you know anything about the huge demon we met at the gate that was much stronger than the rest?
The Baylor Dorazand, one of Daskari's generals. He, Hep Zamira, and the Echo of Daskari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal Forces. You will soon learn these names. Dorazand has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Dresden was an unexpected development. But we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Dresden.
There's something you should know. The Arielu Vorlesh appeared before me in Dresden. She did not explain why she had come.
The architect of the World Wound? Here? And she allowed you to simply dispose of Staunton Vane and claim the Sword of Valor? This is a very worrying development. Aurelia was more dangerous than a dozen Ballas, and more cunning and deceitful than a score of succubi. In the 100 years of the Crusades, our forces have very rarely encountered her, but when we did, it always led to something terrifying. I think she has taken an interest in you and your power. It was to be expected, of course, and it worries me more than anything else. Sooner or later, we shall have to take a stand against Aurelia and deal with her once and for all. But I thought we would have time to prepare. Be careful. And if the architect reappears, treat her as you would a demon lord.
I've heard everything
Very
you
well.
need.
Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together, you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
Lady, did you not see the road we took to get here? With a nod of farewell, the queen strides off with precise military bearing.
Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander.
Embark salutes the queen, and Wayne starts to move forward enough away, then turns to you.
We won the battle for Dresden, but this war is far from over. The demons know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomade for small mercies. The main demon forces are moving out from the City of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now, we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere. And on top of all that, Minago is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia is trying to find out where that Abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendev is with us. Queen Galfrey has sent us the first reinforcements. They've just entered the city. Besides, news of your victory is spreading through Avestan. I'm sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Dresden, inspired by your feat. And that's very good news, because we're going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we're currently facing.
Irabeth shows you a sheet of paper with a list of 4 items: demons with special powers, secret path, missing patrol, and dragon. Okay, tell me about demons with special powers.
Remember that Nabasu that attacked our camp? He had powers that no ordinary demon should have.
Irabeth's voice is very calm, but you can tell she's working hard to maintain her composure.
It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters. All isolated cases for now. But it's possible that in the future, we will see entire squads, if not armies of them. We must find out where they're coming from. Find the source of their power and destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters.
Secret path, what are you talking about?
We can usually spot armies of demons in advance, as their hordes march along the gray road from Eyes or Threshold. But sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They're managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges and cut us off from Dresden. Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she's doing.
There's the patrol missing?
Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission. We didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. We can't rule out the possibility of desertion, either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Sikoris lie in that direction. But after the siege of Dresden, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search.
Winter Sun. That's a band. A dragon? What dragon?
As if we didn't have enough problems with demons already. Now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there's very little food in the world wound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. The dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other.
Is that all for now?
There are a few pleasant matters. At the Queen's command, the Crusaders who took part in the attack have had their pay doubled, and medals will be awarded to those who were particularly outstanding in battle. You know one of them. The Knight Elan from the Houndhearts. He led a troop of Nerosian recruits and brought them to the main forces, and later drew the demons' attention in the battle with the Baylor, allowing the wounded to be rescued. There is one more thing. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Dresden. It's almost empty now. The only prisoner is Nura Dendawar, the traitor you caught. We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course.
We're gonna bury him as a knight.
Right you are, Commander. Commander. That day during the battle, No. My apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time.
Everybody turns around quickly, do this. Cheery thought? What cheery thought? Talk to Irabeth. Oh man, am I gonna have to like try to navigate? Oh, Jesus be a fence. Where would I find her? Where is she at? One-eyed devil? Quaint. There's so much stuff going on here.
We march
Is this my house? Sire, a middle-aged paladin with a genial face salutes you. His expressive gray hair stands fuzzy tufts on his head, giving him a distinctly unwarlike appearance. Everbright Crusaders, reporting for duty, my name is C.R. Cobblein, and I'm at your service. Queen Galfrey is gathering the main attack forces in Nerosian. She ordered us to replenish the losses suffered by Canabras and come here. We will report to your troops. Tall, dark-eyed lad is standing behind C.R. He passionately echoes Sire's words. We're ready to go to the front immediately. Allow us to be at the spear of the attack. The Crusader calls the young man to order. Morgav, you don't speak unless spoken to. Don't worry, no one will be defeating any demons without you. Who have you brought with you? Everbright Crusaders mainly, but we have a lot of volunteers who joined us. Those who arrived at the Queen's call but didn't want to sit in Nerosian waiting for the main army to set off. All the hotheads know that the front is here. CR nods at the boy behind him who is eager to fight. We picked up this one too. He walked into Canopus with an old sword in his hand and a few coppers in his pocket. He was going to keep walking to kill the demons, and then he would probably have laid the siege to Threshold, no doubt. The boy's cheeks go pink at the man's gentle mockery, but he continues to stare ahead resolutely and boldly. Did you fight at Canabras? How are things there? Not personally, no. The Queen summoned me and the bulk of our order to Nerosian. Almost all those who remained behind in Canobras died, and those ones who didn't were disorganized and later lists. But the order did not perish. The new volunteers have been pouring into our ranks. We are licking our wounds. Canobras is rebuilding. Life wins out. People are coming from all over Avestan to help. Many are joining us with the Crusaders, just as it happened back in the First Crusade. Great, you'll be serving under my command. Crusade gives you friendly smile. It's an honor for us, Commander. Let's get the demons a dusting. Alright. Erebeth has her vacant, her eyes are closed, somewhere far away. Seeing you, she snaps to attention. Hail, Commander. Give the solemn hour to Erebeth. I found your father's sword. Praise the Amade. Erebeth takes the sword of challenge to a living creature and sheathes it in the scabbard. I don't know what to say. I'm forever indebted to you. I never thought I'd get my sword back. Please allow me to reward you. No objections. I can never replace the sword. I shall never part with it again. Wow. Erebeth, where are you getting this money? We need to talk about what happened during the attack in Dresden. There's nothing. I was shamefully faint-hearted. Praise the Amade didn't affect the course of the battle. Still, my behavior was unworthy of a knight, even less of a commander. Under the circumstances, my position would be tantamount to desertion. Still, as your advisor, I strongly recommend you could release me from my position as head of the order, strip me of my knighthood, and send me to serve in the condemned. So if you deserve titles more than you do, don't blame yourself. Under the circumstances, you did everything possible and more besides. Thank you, Commander. Half-orc salutes you sharply for a moment. You see the Erebeth was once ready to protect the defense, heart to her dying breath. Thank you for trusting me more than anyone else. This is a crusade, even more than I trust myself. She is loaded. Like we need to talk. Where did she get this money? Despite your words, Erebeth obviously feels unworthy of her commander's rank. Changing her mind will require more than platitudes. Perhaps you can bolster her by appointing her to a position where she can work more closely with the rank and file soldiers, those whose faith in their command remains undimmed. How's the Eagle Watch doing, Canterbury? Everything is going well. I was wary of handing over the reins at first. I was afraid that everything would fall apart without Nevi and me, but it took a risk of life and left a very clever lad in charge, a tiefling as it happens. He infiltrated the cult alone. They couldn't imagine a tiefling would be on their side. He exposed an entire cell. I personally knighted him just before the city was attacked. Of course, there are many who weren't happy about it, but it's my job to make people happy. It's not my job to make people happy. He hasn't disappointed. He built up the Order's ranks again and is running everything so smoothly as if the demon attack never happened. He's proven more than once that I left Canabras in good hands, but I admit it's still strange to think that such a small order as the Eagle Watch now has 2 chapters, one in Dresden and one in Canabras. Turns out the Queen has her head of counterintelligence bossing me. I wonder why. I think the Queen doesn't trust you. If that were true, she would have put you in charge of this army. The main task is to be your advisor until you've gained enough experience as a commander. For the counterintelligence, and Nevi and I were tasked with keeping an eye on you in the inner circle, but we're not under suspicion, Commander. You're under our protection. I have to go. Angela, you got anything to say to me? Nevia, what do you got to say? Look who it is. Hi. Have you figured out how the demons have been sneaking up on us? No dice. Our scouts crawled all over the area, down every hole, nothing. The Grey Road was completely empty, and then bam, a whole army popped on us like a jack-in-the-box. My own lead is a few scouts who didn't come back from the gorges to the southwest, but we found no sign of secret paths or underground passageways, and definitely no route we can use to quietly move a large force through. But I feel it in my gut there's some evil scum out there. We'll just have to look harder. Of course, I could send out more scouts, but they might just disappear after like the first ones. Why don't you go out there yourself and find out what's what? Amy punches her fist into her palm. You know, I'd like to give that rat Nura a good shake. How long was she serving the demons, I wonder? I bet good soul she turned her upside down and shook her as hard as I could. Something interesting would fall out, if not just lice. What do you think of my new powers? Check it out. What? Oh man, my Sword Jesus just never misses an opportunity, right? Nevia looks at you with a tinge of embarrassment. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not a brown-nose in here, but you are the commander the crusade needed. Righteous good and with justice in their heart. Sometimes you look at these high and mighty true beliefs and their perfectness makes you want to throw up, but I don't get that from you. I jumped in the jaws of a demon for you. Did you find out anything about where Monago is now? Monago shakes her head sharply. Nope. 0. Zilch. A whole lot of nothing. The scum melted into thin air. Soldiers saw her jump out the window. Runs through the square in front of the Citadel and suddenly disappeared. We haven't heard anything from her since, and I don't like it. I'm telling you this. This is bad. First of all, her kind don't just give up. If we can't see her, it just means she's setting a trap for us somewhere we don't expect. I mean, it would be great if some demon lords just gobbled her up for all of her failures, but I think that's too much to hope for. But that's not the worst part. We have a more interesting question, you know? I wonder why she teleported from the city, if by that time you already hung the banner. The soldiers are saying it probably wasn't in full force by then, but you and I both know that's dross. She wasn't supposed to be able to teleport, but she did. The question is, how? Okay. Manage crusade affairs. Oh man, dear lord, this again. Okay, now that you have captured Dresden, new options for the Crusade have become available to you. You can now construct buildings and forts in Dresden, issue decrees, and capture and investigate new regions. Both mercenary and trainable units will appear at the commander's headquarters in Dresden. The demon armies will try to take Dresden from you, destroy them, or else after 7 days of siege, Dresden will be completely blockaded by enemy forces and you will no longer be able to command the Crusade. To access the Crusade management menu, click the button in the bottom right corner of the screen of the global map. Okay. Developing each of the Crusade stats opened up new options that empower your armies and economy. Military focuses on drilling and training units, recruit both trainable and mercenary units to improve the rank of your military stat. Logistics focuses on economy and construction, construct buildings to improve the rank of your logistics stat. Diplomacy focuses on establishing contact with the mercenaries and foreign nations, enhance the significance of the crusade by earning resources of all types to improve the rank of your diplomacy stat. Leadership focuses on morale and army generals, win battles and level up your generals to improve the rank of the leadership stat. It's the rank up requirements for one crusaders having met, you will unlock the corresponding decree. Your military campaign will require 3 types of resources: finance points, materials points, and energy points. Finance points are used for all the Crusade's various needs, but first and foremost, they need to be to recruit units. Material points are used primarily for building construction. Energy points are used for recruitment of mythic units and the completion of certain decrees. You gain new resource points each day. Prevailing over demon armies in battle and constructing certain buildings increase the income of resources. You can also purchase the required resources with gold. Okay. Oh, okay. Group of officials from Nurses Knowledge been Dresden. They want to inspect how well the Crusade is organized. What kind of welcome do they receive? Show things as they are. Okay, that was easy. Nobles often look down on commoners as aristocrats are taught from birth that they are better than the lowborn. This attitude causes quarrels between them and common warriors, and the officers have asked the commander to intervene. Have the commoners nobles compete in a tournament. Nobles often Sela act as the head judge of the tournament, where everyone was given a chance to prove their worth. Nobles went up against the commoners, and only strength and skill decided the outcome of each fight. Upon witnessing what common warriors were capable of, the aristocrats had no choice but to acknowledge their valor. The tournament ended in a bonding experience for the Crusaders. Close. Nice. I'm a genius. Okay. Man, there's a lot of dudes just hanging out here. What we got going on? Not enough resources. Okay. Rank up. The success of military action depends on regular supplies of everything troops need and the judicious distribution of resources. The Logistic Council, made up of experienced officers, will ensure that no chaos in the army while the commander's attention is focused on the front line. Issue. Permanent Diplomatic Council. The crusade depends on the support of nervous in foreign countries. The Diplomatic Council will see to it that no political problems interfere with the regular inflow of gold and increase trade. Damn, man. This micromanagement is the worst. That was terrible. I probably shouldn't have clicked off that. Here, best breakdown which occurred before the assault in Dresden still haunts her mind. She should be reminded that she will be, and will always be a hero in the eyes of soldiers by appointing her as commander of a small squad of crusaders. Unfortunately, because Irbeth is occupied as squad leader, her duty and the Crusades command have been transferred to someone else. Okay. Can't do much about that right now. Fate of the Soul Share. Skilled craftsman can do some work on the relic. This relic will be augmented. Okay. Studying the Sword of Valor. The Sword of Valor, great relic in the Crusades, mysteriously changed upon come in contact with the commander. What does this mean? Clerics and wizards, the sense of light in the artifacts properties. Alright. Okay, it seems that nothing else is going on right now. Get out of here. So actually, I think, yeah, let's do some life choices. Not that's much is gonna happen here because I'm just gonna be clicking through this. Spell focus. Okay. Protection from alignment. That's good. The poison is good. Death ward is also good. Take it. I gotta do his mythic. Greater enduring spells. Effects of your spells on your allies that would last longer than 5 minutes, but shorter than 24 hours now last 24 hours. Damn. Damn. Alright, what we got here for my girl? Greater spell focus? Sure, why not? A person is as good as anything, I guess. Did she just not get haste? That's just too bad. That's really important. Cure serious wounds is helpful. Remove curse is also helpful. Abundant casting, so she gets additional spell slots. That's great. What's going on with Sela here? Gets more hit points. That's as good as anything, I guess. Mercy confused sounds good. What else? Last stand. Once per day, when your HP drops low, you become unkillable. For 2 rounds, you become immune to damage that would make you unconscious. Nice. Anything else over here? That's everybody. Alright. Looks good. Oh wow, okay, so oh, look at that. Something's in here. Loot. Is it barding for the pet I don't have? So it was very insistent that is that a light pick? It's a heavy pick. Alright, toss that in there. Should probably just see what everybody's doing here. What's she using? Half plate? Full plate's better, right? Yeah, it's just better. Half plate vigor's actually better than that. Okay. She can't use this. I mean, nobody can use a tower shield. I thought she took tower shield proficiency. I could have sworn one of these guys took tower shield proficiency. But apparently that is not the case. Fire protection 4, yeah. I gotta get the fire junk out of here. This is resistance 3. Take it. It's 2 and better with this. Matches his outfit better. Okay. That's not helping us all that much. I like how it was so insistent that you're currently using a crappy weapon. Alright. Fine, we'll use that. What other exciting things did we get? She might as well have that. Look resistance. 2, get that. She's just not wearing an outfit at all? Alright, well that's something, I guess. Oh, it's just, she's just really hurting for an outfit. Didn't realize that she was that gummed up. Losing Wooljeff hurts though, man. Like things giving me natural armor. I go this, you know, these things matter. I get the impression I'm probably not going to be seeing any more companions. Anything got any weapons in here? Rest of the hollow, yeah.
Our path leads on.
Okay, so more dead one sounds. Let's see what's going on. What's going on in these streets?
Godspeed.
I'll do that. There's anything over here, but we'll check.
We march ahead.
How do I get to the shared stash?
Leads on.
That's odd. Alright. What do you do? +5 persuasion bonus. Wow. Wow. Why are they asking for that? I'm tempted to just buy that. Reserve 5, squat blasphemy. Alright, let's bulk sell this junk. I don't know that I will ever need these. Deal. Sort these A to Z. Okay, that's terrible. What's the newest? Code. Terror. Let's do this differently. Deal. Most of this stuff seems uninteresting. What's the... I'll just get out of here. Make my life difficult. We're gonna be coming back for that ring. Looking at the play's count seems quite dejected. I'm just calling solidarity. Is feeling uncharacteristically pensive right now, or rather, I'm finding it rather difficult to put my thoughts into words today. I'm trying to understand something. I've been traveling together for a while now. What's your opinion of me? You don't let anyone get close. There might be a good reason for that, but you can always count on me if you ever need any kind of support. I was wide in a shotgun to see with a bewildered, but then he smiles. Have you any idea how terribly insipid you sound? Throwing some extra nonsense like you can confide in me and I'll be adamant that you were raised by a couple of playwrights who put you to sleep by reading their boring scribblings on the workings of the heart. Fine, do you know what I am asked you that? Because the answer to the question, what do you think about me, usually reveals more about the one doing the answering than the one doing the asking. Now I've got to be you thinking. Let's proceed with the usual small talk. Talk about your past. I've been thinking a lot about what happened since we went to Heaven's Edge. You want a detailed report? You Commander Crusade, not my personal biographer. Why do you need this boring trivia? People say I don't have time to deal with this BS, so whatever. Camilla, do you have anything to say? About yourself. You want to know more about me than yours. You Camilla arches a dainty brow. I talk to the spirits of the tormented land and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Anyway, as much as I enjoy delightful conversations, the spirits are calling me and I must respond. Please excuse me. Camilla turns away, watching out of the corner of her eye. Right. What's in here? Oh, what ho? So I gotta figure out where I'm going. That's not it. True Trader, Arcane Weaver. Alright, let's find out what an Arcane Weaver does. Correct. This way. Oh, here we go. So we can finally find some stuff that's not crap. Fire resistance 30 and +5 athletics. That's pretty cool. Let's see, ambassador. Bonus to persuasion skill checks made to intimidate. Also, gloves of dueling. Gloves of dueling. Interesting. Celestial protection. Water. Fury, pelt, immunity to fire. That's well, immunity to fire. That's a big deal, actually. Living flame, or this cloak channels energy to harm a dead. For the next 2 rounds, it becomes surrounded with a fire shield. Interesting. Just a whole lot of scrolls, right? Just all the scrolls in the known world. Okay. That's cool. Come back and check that later. Alright, what else we got here? Weapons, let's see. No idea where he just ran off to. What do we got here? Torag's Wrath. Different Rush. Axiomatic Ghost Touch Nunchucks. Nature's Agony is a Sling Staff. Masterwork. Cold Iron. Okay, so this is gonna be exotic junk, right? I'm not sure what. No, I don't want to get rid of that. Get rid of those. Get rid of these. Plus one could probably go with Jesus. Master Fauchard. These. 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 And I can go. First after I picked up apparently along the way. Deal. Alright. What else we got over here? This is raw junk, right? Oh, spoke too soon. Bardiche. Touch of the Flaw. Call of the Ocean. That's pretty cool. It's expensive. Powerful Pummel. Small. Luminous Encouragement. So that's like an undead beater. Tight Grip of Anguish, Short Spear. Interesting. The Ancient Root. Wow, that's bananas. Anytime this kills an enemy, it summons an Earth Elemental for 2d3 rounds. It's crazy. It's worth buying just for that alone. Alright, yeah, well, I guess we're gonna explore down the street here and see what's going on. Oh, look at that. See? Persistence pays off. Peasants. Horses, more peasants.
I will guide us.
Will you? Just a brazier out here just burning away. Remember that time when all this was full of demons? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Alright, so I guess that's Blacksmith, Defense Provider, Wilster Garms. Let's go back and talk to Wilster Garms. It's not Wilster Garms. You are not Wilster Garms. Gotta go over here. I do miss the Solasta fast travel option. That was That bearded quartermaster gives you for now. What can I do for you? Your supply shop. Your supply would do any wine shop proud. Does the Crusader need this much alcohol? Wilshire smiles shyly. Don't think I'm trying to encourage drunkenness among our Crusaders. It's all in good fun, a way to blow off some steam. When soldiers can gather by the fire and raise a cup to honor both the living and the dead, it reminds them that life goes on. But those who drink in excess or to the detriment of the duties won't get a drop from me. There's no sight more depressing than a drunkard. Are you going to manage the fortress now? No way, Commander. The quartermaster throws up his hands. Not in a million years. I can manage an expedition just fine, but running a fortress is a different kettle of fish. There's enough work to make a man's head explode, which is why they sent us an expert from Nerosian. Her name is Dorgalinda Stranglehold. That's a great name. I've seen how she handles things. She knows what she's about. That one, and nobody bless her. She'll be managing the fortress. I'll keep taking care of the soldiers just like I've been doing. Duties in the camp. A little bit of everything. Officer, soldier, strict father. What does this quartermaster like himself? Something like their mom. That's what. Make sure the lads have everything they need to defeat the enemy and come back to battle in one piece. We'll start sticking off his fingers. That means food, firewood, medicine, tents, mended clothes, fixed weapons. I have to go. Alright, so. Now, we have to start with these people up here. Nothing down here. Alright, Pastor. Just hanging out here, huh? Ember is bobbing her head and humming a tune. She greets you with a carefree, cheerful smile. Her wandering eyes linger on you for just a moment before darting off into the distance. See what I say.
We march ahead.
Definite Commander, how can I help you? What do you think about what that Hell Knight told you? Yes, Soskiel asked his hand another dead end. I still know nothing. How could Trevor part with this shield? I can't imagine. You don't know what your brother has endured in this war. Perhaps the person you once knew is gone. If your brother, you must believe in your brother. If he gave away this shield, it must have had a good reason. I do believe it, I do, but what could have made him part with our family relic? You know, it's not only the Hell Knights who told me the truth. Knight Terrorblade refused to tell me anything about my brother's fate until I was serving in Canterbury, but after these events she finally broke her silence, and then the things she told me. That he was a good fighter, but a terrible knight and an utterly worthless paladin. He became more and more cruel as time went on. He started caring more about destroying the enemy than protecting the innocent. He gushed over Prelate Hullrune and his witch hunts. Eventually, the goddess's patience wore thin when he beat up some poor fellow for blasphemy. Shallan took away Trevor's powers. That was a huge blow for him. He left the city, asking only that his disgrace be kept secret from his family. That was why Erebeth didn't say anything earlier. Brother, my brother, but how? He always been kind, merciful. How could his cruelty have come from? What do you think your brother's fate now? I can't wrap my head around what I've learned. It's as if he's talking about a different person altogether. How could he? Why did he give the shield to that she-devil in black armor? Oh, Shallan, let this all be a mistake. Exactly.
Our path leads on.
What was that? Okay. Goes into the abyss. Little game. Alright, so apparently I gotta get some of this Ally enemy. Search for traces of unusual demonic activity. Attack out of nowhere. Down here. Syar. Orgus. In. Trevor Garrison. My devil. For tavern. This is curiosity. I want to see what one-eyed devil actually means. Is it just the... Oh, there you go. A short, chubby tiefling with a golden eye patch spits chewing tobacco between his feet and takes another pinch from a tobacco box adorned with jewels. Fine day to you, Commander. Welcome to the One-Eyed Devil's Trading House. Proud Manager suggests that each word begins with a capital letter and perhaps even continues in capital letters as well. Trading house is just a shop. Well, that depends. There was a time when I had nothing in my pockets but holes, but did I consider myself poor? No, I consider myself a rich man who was temporarily down on his luck. Optimism is important, not only on the battlefield, Commander. You are the leader of a victorious army that will be chopping all the demons into mincemeat sooner or later. I'm the owner of a trade empire, which, as you see, is only starting to grow. How did a tiefling end up on the side of the Crusaders? The answer is simple. The simplest thing there is. This is a good world, and I like living in it. Besides, it's the only one we've got. I'd love to know what's going on in the heads of the dimwits who are helping the demons destroy it. My best guess is that they're horns go inward, so there's no room for brains. I'm from Cheliax. Tieflings don't surprise anyone there, and they don't like demons any more than we do here. And why should they? The gods went to all the trouble of creating this world, and the Lord Asmodeus and his devils helped with the construction, and now these freeloaders show up after all this hard work is done just to gorge and break things. Doesn't matter who you pray to, if you want to live, it's your duty to help. Isn't that a risky name in a store for Crusaders? Ah, yes, a week doesn't go by without the dimwit boiling over. Well, they don't pay me to explain the difference between allies and enemies, devils and demons, Lord Asmodeus, and all the riffraff like Baphomet and Dascari, so they can go hang. The tiefling spits between his feet and quickly puts another pinch of tobacco in his mouth. Here's what I think. You like it, you buy it. You don't like it, I keep moving. If you're spoiling for a fight, take yourself off to the tavern. Why are your prices so high? We're saving the world from demons, and that includes you. That's unclaimed. Did you hear that, good people? First of all, the prices are perfectly fair. They're no higher than you'd find anywhere else. Second, who's saving who here? You are prepared to eat bark and fight with rocks and sticks? You know, I have open contracts with dozens of suppliers. I arrange deliveries and do whatever it takes to get you to sharper weapons, better magical items, better food, and you're throwing the extra expense at my face. This is the thanks I get for honest work. What happened to your eye? Yeah, well, I dig a short story about a heroic fight with a horde of demons. Truth be told, this is how it happened back when I was a snot-nosed kid. I had just opened my first business selling pies on the street. Local lads quickly took notice of me and offered me protection in return for a small share of my profits. The usual, you know, but I was so young, unexperienced, and greedy, so I told them to bugger off. Well, they caught me and taught me a lesson. They took it too far, though. I paid for the loss of my eye, not just bumps and bruises. It's fun to remember how, but back then, while it was happening, I was so scared I thought they'd want to beat me to death. I remember I came running home in tears. My mom just started screaming. I didn't have any clue why, and looked in the mirror and saw that there were shreds and much where one of my eyes should be. I remember my lesson all my life. Ever since that day when I started business, I find some reliable business partners first. If I hadn't been born in a merchant family, my parents would have warned me about this, about plenty of other things too, but I was a poor lad, so I had to learn everything the hard way. It's a miracle how many times I escaped death by a hair's breadth. In fact, it's lucky I lost was just one eye. Have you heard about my powers? This guy just... check it out. Yeah, well, I heard all about them. What's there to say you haven't been dealt a great hand, though it's hardly the worst. Being an angel is a burdensome thing. It's too airy-fairy for my liking. And for all the sympathy and compassion, what does the commander need all this for? It's pointless. Don't worry about that. I'm not going to judge you. Asmodeus, forgive me, but if you had the power of a Fae or an Azada, that would be a disaster. Show me your wares. So there are lockpicks, so we can buy lockpicks off this guy. That's handy.
I will guide us.
First thing we need to do. First off, y'all got some nasty stuff in here.
Godspeed. That is quite a discovery.
What did I find? I did it. Don't mind me, I'm just robbing the place. Oh, there's Nenio. Oh, excitement. I will need some supplies for this one. Boy, please bring me a bottle of alcohol. Any will do. And please hurry, science can't wait. Why would you need alcohol? What kind of experiment? It'll be an experiment of a personal nature. I'm less excited for that, mark my words. Why don't you go and buy a bottle yourself? I'm busy with an extremely important task, mentally preparing myself for the experiment. Besides, a tech like this, perfect fit for a loyal follower. Bring a bottle of alcohol. Touch the bottle of your hands and stares at it with the covetousness of a seasoned alcoholic. There it is, my path to learning the true values of humanity from the perspective of the lowliest man on the street. She produces a corkscrew from her sleeve and looks at it in bafflement, then at the bottle, then at the corkscrew again. After a while, she hands the bottle back. You open it. This experiment definitely won't work if you don't open it. Do you always carry your corkscrew up your sleeve? Don't be preposterous. I am always meticulous when it comes to preparing for my experiments. I plan for this eventuality. Alright, I admit it, that's not true, but I'll have truly prepared for this particular experiment. What is this experiment going to be about? It's a huge risk from the experiment. I'm putting my reputation, my good name, and even my future on the line. With the help of this bottle, I will lower myself to the level of the average man on the street, and I will try to understand the mentality of someone wholly devoid of intelligence. I'm sure you know, maybe from personal experience, that alcohol dampens mental activity and is a catalyst for stupidity. For a brain like mine, alcohol is the only way to find out how it feels to be an idiot. You're talking like as if you've never tried alcohol before. I haven't, never saw the point of it. So you're asking me to be your drinking buddy? Not at all. I'll do the drinking alone. Your role in the experiment will include standing here and providing me with a valuable reaction to my inevitable temporary degradation. Fine, let's get started. Well, let's begin. With the Steelers resolve of warrior going into his last battle, Nenio takes a big gulp from the bottle. Wow, ugh, that's disgusting. She overcomes her urge to vomit, then looks at you with teary eyes. How do you all drink this? I'm doing this for the sake of science, another gulp. Oh, that should be enough. Now, am I stupid yet? Quick, ask me about something smart. How many heroic acts did Iomade perform? Alone, of course, she did all manner of things. Turned her cloak into a bridge, turned her into a powerful artifact out of nowhere using just a broken sword and a bit of prayer, and even talked some undead into throwing himself upon his sword. By the way, did you know that if you question the authenticity of these acts in the center of Iomade's cathedral in Yerosin, you can get a wound-shaped bruise right in the lower part of your back? You can see I'm not drunk enough yet. Nina takes another swig from the bottle. Seems to be working. Now I need to come up with an idea right now. I usually have a ton of ideas. Let's see. Daskari and Baphomet, their anti-Crusader alliance is not effective enough. They need to unite the forces. On the physical level, Baphomet needs to mount Daskari and ride him in the battle. 2 in 1. Yes, the experiment was successful. I am definitely drunk. She takes another gulp from the bottle to further confirm her condition. How does it feel to be drunk for the first time in your life from a scientific point of view? Terrific, Hick. I have definitely become more stupid. More than that, I'm dumb as a box of rocks, and right now I don't give a rat's ass about science. Wait, I think I've got it. That's how men on the street see science. They don't give a rat's ass about it. Who cares how many heroic acts Iomade performed? 1,000,000 or a single one? And Iomade is over there. Iomade says with a big wave of her hand, whereas the bottle is right here where it belongs. You're satisfied. Incredible. My intellect never stood a chance in this battle with alcohol. And what is most striking, this fact doesn't bother me at all. It feels like all the thoughts in my head just went poof and disappeared. My thirst for knowledge, my desire to prove myself, they're all gone. My mind is so calm, it's actually a little frightening. Simply must describe this condition to my encyclopedia, but I'll get to that later. I just don't feel like it right now. You're not gonna drink like a fish from now on, are you? But of course not. How could you think about that about me? Me, the greatest scientist in modern times, need elixir with intense concentration. Fine, maybe a little bit sometimes. No more than once a year, and only if no one sees me. I've got a reputation to maintain. Congratulations, I guess. Now what? That's it for now. The experiment was a success. I'll just stares at you with glazed eyes, shakes your head, then exhales loudly. She meets your eyes with a gaze, and their eyes are crystal clear. All right, I'm fine now. What was that? What was that? A moment ago you were drunk as a skunk and now all of a sudden you're stone cold sober. Is that so? Nenia looks at the bottle with her hand, thoughtfully licks her lips and nods. It seems that indeed what happened. Clearly I decided to forget the incident entirely because I no longer need this information. What I need now is to write an article about the encyclopedia about the influence that alcohol has on an individual's mind. I could simply forget you were drunk and sober up just like that. I simply blocked the deleterious effects of alcohol from my mind. But in basic terms, I just forgot I consumed the alcohol. The mechanism is similar to the one I used to get rid of irrelevant memory, and it's not overly complicated if you know how to do it. Your abilities are just amazing. Now, what were we talking about? Alright, happy I could help. On behalf of future generations, I formally thank you for your assistance in this momentous experiment. I'd like to clarify a few things about your new task. I've already dropped by the Nameless Ruins. I found 4 statues there with some riddles inscribed on them. Excellent, fascinating. I still must see the place with my own eyes. Take me there immediately, my loyal follower. That's all I want to know about your task. There you go. Alright, so we gotta go back there with her in the party, apparently. Did we not? I guess we didn't have her in the party the first time? Well, Hylor is here. Listen in. Didn't realize that should probably be zooming in anyway. Let me read that. Failed the perception checks, then he died. No one knows. The dance day the savage worshipped the trees. Looks like a lie. Story for kids. They weren't fools. When it got hot, they collected everything, or something worse. It's dangerous to go there. Of course, it's dangerous. That's why we offer. So apparently, there's something going on here. This guy's. Is there nothing lootable in here? Weak. So anyway, now we know where Hylar's at. We're very slowly going outside. There we go. Autumn haze. Oh, look at this guy. Let's go. Jewelry artisan. Alright. Gotta talk to this guy. Welcome to the shop of Derek Sunhammer, the finest jewelry in all of Mendip. True artistry crafted by the master himself and his apprentices. Take a look. Show me your wares. Okay. Why we need 2 of these shops is beyond me, but alright. So I guess we're going to the Half Measure Tavern here.
Let us press on.
The tavern keeper, the boy sitting in the ground, looks about 18. He salutes you with dignity, though his eyes scarcely raise from the tavern's ledger. The knight commander at my establishment, an honor. My name is Vaikito. I'm the owner of the Half Measure. How should I address you? I ask because I don't like undue familiarity with others scoff at the tediousness of ceremony and titles. You may call me by my name. My title, Knight Commander, is simply Commander. Jewish Commander. What can I do for you? Wine, a meal, or heart-to-heart talk? Let me see what you have to offer. Once that such a young lad owns a tavern. Before the siege of Dresden, the half-measure belonged to a distant relative. I won't bore you with the details of how his family died. Just 3 words, demon worshippers and sacrifice should be enough. Now the city has been liberated, the swords in the Amadeus Church will be returning what remains to lawful heirs of the deceased. They take these things seriously. Wow. 5 suddenly stopped himself on the forehead. We started talking about this in it, and I remembered I want to thank you personally for defeating the demon in this very tavern where the city was liberated. Without you, who knows how many glasses would have been smashed before the Crusaders got to him. So please accept my thanks from the bottom of my heart. Oh, nice. 15 grand. Man, why is everybody loaded here? Happens to exchange name for a tavern. Oh, that's a family story. It's not for the faint-hearted, but you're not one of those, are you? One day before the wardstones were erected, a peasant family got lost on the way to the fair and ended up near the border of the world. They stumbled upon a bored demon who killed the father right away. Then asked the mother if she'd prefer him to take all her children or only one of them. The sobbing woman looked at her 3 daughters and said half. The demon promptly cut the arms and legs off of the 3 children and said, I guess that's even. And he disappeared. People across Dresden heard the story after the family found the shelter at the local temple of Yamade. Many years they saved up for generations while the children could be made whole again. They eventually scraped together enough for just 1 scroll, and they decided to give the youngest child a second chance at life. He soon became a tavern's first owner, and he called it the half-measure in memory of his family and the terrible incident with the demon. He had a good life for a time, got himself married, and always planned to help his brother and sister, though he never got a proper chance. The demons had Dresden surrounded. The poor cripples tried to run for their lives, but they died on the spot. The brother and his wife died a little later at the hands of deserters. There were rumors that the same demon who butchered the family came to Dresden and made a den of the half measure. If that's true, I guess he got what he deserved when he freed the city. That's the story. Why do you like sitting on the counter? 2 reasons. Dresden isn't the biggest city, but it still has a few taverns and pubs. To compete with the others, I need people to remember my establishment and myself. That's the first reason. The tavern keeper who sits on the counter definitely sticks out from the others who prefer to stand behind their bars, all dignified. Believe me, you're not the first one to ask. Sooner or later, every customer does. What's the feeling here in the city? I can only tell you about my customers, the mostly working folks, the ones who are rebuilding and what's been destroyed, along with soldiers and some merchants. Overall, the spirits are high, or as high as they can be in Mendev, nation of rattling sabers and fluttering banners. Everyone loves them when demons get their horns, tails, and other parts handed to it. I've already forgotten that we nearly lost Conabras. Wars like that. People live for one day, and that day is tomorrow, not yesterday. You see the source of joy and inspiration for everyone as well. A simple lad leading the fight against the demons and defeating them and running things around the arrogant Queen's Knights. Haha, people like stories like that. What makes you think I'm a simple lad? If you are a form prince in disguise, drop me a hint or 2, will you? That'll give me time to work out my bowing and scraping for when you finally decide to reveal your true identity to the world. What do your customers think of my new powers? They say you're an angel from heaven, but to hide it so you can be closer to the people. Not what I really believe, but I think about it. A halo and wings really suit you. Have to go. Show me what you have to offer, actually, before we do anything. Novels of Malokio. Plus 10 competence bonus to perception check. Wow. Wow, those are crazy. All kinds of potions and stuff. Plus 10 competence to perception. That's bonkers. Wow. Man. I don't think anybody's even got anything in the ice slots, right? Any bow. Yeah, man, that's just nuts. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy those right now. Also hilarious looking. Yeah, impetuous, but man, those are so good. Anything that gives you perception is always a winner. So I guess there was side benefits if we like
March ahead.
cleaned up all these side spots, so grab that. So, talk where am I at right now? So that's the prison, I guess. These are barracks. This is a last is we'll go to the prison and talk to Nura. And we'll call it good for there. Do that. Let's loot.
Our path leads on.
Nothing. Alright. Let's do this. Kind of gloat. I need information. Do you and why would I give it to you? Because that means your only chance to earn a pardon? Think about it and answer your own question. So you're just here to toy with me, you scumbag? Yes, I'm at your mercy. You can send me to the gallows or to the rack, but I think you're going to roll over just to save my hide. I was going to stop you from finding out everything you want and then hanging me all the same. It's like, not, you know what? I don't care. I don't care about you or the demons or myself, especially not myself. What do you want? Who do you work for? Templars of Ivory Labyrinth. Cultists of Baphomet. Some serve for rewards. Others serve under dire threat. Some fools even think they'll earn a transformation into demons. I only serve because it was my chance at revenge. Grandmaster leads the Templars. He is a mysterious figure said to be more of an ideologue than an actual commander. All the cultists I know answer to a woman named Jerabeth. I never saw her myself, but I heard that she's dazzlingly beautiful, and when she speaks, you believe her every word, even if you know that she's lying through her teeth. I have absolutely no idea where to look for her. You know, there's someone much more powerful and dangerous, someone the common followers never see. Rumor has it it's Baphomet's flesh and blood daughter. Something like Reverend seems to Nura's voice. Nago also gave me orders, but I don't think I can tell you anything new about her. She met a few times already. Any other cultists in the Crusader army besides you? I think so, but everyone I knew has been caught by the Eagle Watcher. Best sent a lot of us to the gallows, but Baphomet will always find new servants. Always someone could be a cultist, even Erebeth herself. You think tell your friend from your enemy? Nura chuckles cruelly. Think again. Who is the leader of Discari's cultists? Discari's cultists are dumb meat. They can't hide, only bite, but there are others among them. Adepts of a higher rank, intelligent, dangerous wizards hiding something from the world wound. They are led by Xanthir, the Plagued One. He's inhuman. I don't know what he is, but he's not human, that's for sure. They say he doesn't even have a human body, only a mass of insects swarming under his robe. Who was that huge demon that attacked us during the battle? That was a Balar named Darazan, the leader of these poor creatures who had been ordered to fill the ditches of Dresden with their own bodies and break the walls of the city with their own heads. He had them run drills every day, and every day he had to scrape someone off the ground. You're lucky that dwarf chased him off. Darazan alone would hold off a small army. He'll be back, and all of you will be as good as dead. The demon hordes keep attacking us without warnings. If they're appearing out of thin air, do you know how they're doing it? I can't say for sure, but I've heard rumors. There's a place called the Molten Scar where the Grey Road makes a sharp turn and forks. It must be hard to miss. It's a big gorge with lava flowing at the bottom. Rock Sorceress has a lair there. If you continue your offensive around Dresden, Rock was supposed to organize an army at your flank and cut you off from behind. I don't know what that means, but she maintains a rift there. Okay. had to go talk to that dwarf too. Do I find him? Do you suppose? It takes a long time to load that city in. Secrets of Creation. Dragon Hunt. All or nothing. Outcast. Okay, so I gotta find that dwarf somehow. So for now, I am just going to head back to home and see what we can do. I don't know where to find the dwarf. Interesting that that's the path it chose to take. My bad, I guess I had the angle turned. Erebeth Ponder started to prepare for your treatment. Treatment for what? Oh, it was something that just sat out in the cold too long, caught a chill. I appreciate concern. I'm healthy as a horse now. I need to know, what medicine did Erebeth get you? It doesn't seem to be getting a message. I don't want to talk about it. Not now anyway. Ask me again in a year or 10. Thank you for your answers. Alright. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Bugbear?
Godspeed.
One of them said to go find the door, but I can't find what he is in the thing. Okay, let's find the enemy. Attack out of nowhere. Okay, Dragon Hunt. This might be the one. Staying in the town's tavern.
Let us press on.
That sounds like something we'll have to pick up at another time because we are out of time. I've actually run way over at this point. I would like to thank everybody who stopped by to see me. I will be back in bright and early tomorrow morning at 0930 hours or thereabouts to play some more DDO. I hope to see you then. If not, then I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope that wherever you are safe. And we will talk to you all again soon. So take care.